All right, what to do, gang? We're back. It's been a very, very, very interesting day, to say the least. Uh, XRP has been on everybody's brain, everybody's mind. I think I fixed my audio. You guys let me know. But we didn't get a lot of news, just a bunch of people saying stuff. And I guess it's news, people pulling stuff out of nowhere. Listen, I don't know. And maybe that's how I got convinced too. But if you know somebody, reach somebody, let them know. Invest in XRP. This could be your opportunity to make some money and get yourself hooked into the new wave of the financial system that is going to happen. And unfortunately, it sucks to be the only one screaming from the sidelines to come buy a lottery ticket. But I got evidence, or we as the community have evidence against it. And the biggest thing about it is that, people think that we're just trying to dominate and we're going to be $1 trillion, 200, we just want our little slice of the pie. A lot of these people in the community have been stacking their bag for a long, long, long time, and a lot of us just getting on the gravy train or catching it at 250, and stuff like that. So, a lot of different things happen in the scope of the XRP community. There's always constant updates. People waiting to the last minute. I saw a guy today who did one that was crazy. He was just like, Elon Musk posted on X something about Fuego and it means XRP, and then it went me down a rabbit hole because then I started searching Elon Musk tweets and there was no evident ones, and then they were kind of cryptic, but it's not a coincidence that XRP starts with X. It's not a coincidence that Elon Musk wants to have his own coin for X. It's not a coincidence. So things are lining up, and I sound like everybody else, right? I sound like everybody else when I say that, but I guess a normal person, guy like myself, a 9 to 5er who's investing his little bit of extra into it, I'm pretty cerebral. Like, I don't really fall for a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm straightforward, but this was just too enticing. I missed out on the last Bitcoin rave, knowing I'm a future head, knowing I'm a bit of a blur, knowing I'm one person that believes in the future, and I missed out on it. So I don't want to miss this one, and hopefully, that'll be a part of my journey, to financial freedom, generational wealth. Hopefully, if I stack enough. And sometimes it's good to dream. It's good to have goals. It's good to believe in something. This community is crazy. This community is really wild. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but this fella here, man, he just took me. Wait, before I get to him, right? Um, so current news with XRP, right? And let's talk about current news, and then we'll get into a little bit of what I'm hearing, and you're going to be hearing a lot of as you chase down more information on you investing your money. Where the infrastructure of the new way money is going to be moved around, and everybody's following our lead. Now, we won't get the whole pot. We don't need the whole pot. There's trillions of transactions a day. We just need to hold as long as possible, make the industry come buy up these coins because they're going to need them. The coins are going to save trees, basically, and save people money, save industries money, right? So, for instance, they have an XRP coin that that that's for healthcare, right? And what it does is connect the whole healthcare industry. That way, when they send files or anything in the cloud, or it's gonna be lightning fast. No more paperwork. You're gonna come with all your information on a type of coin that you won't know about behind your back, and it's gonna be exchanged because it's gonna be quicker, right? Because it costs money to doesn't cost a lot of money, but it costs a certain percentage to send files and connect people and pay for things. So this is going to keep the industry super honest the way we wanted it. This is the change that we've all been wanting. And it took the system to crash upon itself for us to get the change that we wanted. Is as far as truthfulness, everything exchanged with these coins is going to be documented. And they're going to try to have these little other coins that's going to try to hide it, but it won't work because the system is now for the people. And that's why I'm saying people are scared of the AI. But I say that the system built it on greed. And anything built on greed, it's not, they think is just going to do that. No, it's going to be for the people. And this is going to be the end of capitalism. So get your money while you can. Let's enjoy. But we're going to go to a new system where, at least I think that, we're going to be paying robots. Robots are going to be paying us to work in our economy. And we're just going to be humans having babies, enjoying our life and doing stuff we want to do while the robots work. if there is a thing of currency in the future. But anyway, and I know it's a long shot. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, right? We got a few ETFs that's supposed to drop later this month, and that's going to be the catalyst to really drive this home. The price is cheap because there's so many coins. There's not a lot of people into it. I know it sounds crazy. And it's like, well, why haven't everybody else jumped into it? I do not know. They don't mention it. They don't say anything about it. What I think is it's all behind paywalls. They're talking about it. All your talking heads, like your Wall Street trappers, your Meat Cabins, I think they're all talking about it behind closed doors. That's what I really do think. I think they're telling people behind paywalls, hey, go put at least 300 in this. But I can't talk about this because I'm putting bread behind this, and people are going to chase that. Are going to kind of feel me out because they know. Because Kevin was talking about selling, I think, his Nvidia. He might be trying to sell his I think he has Bitcoin too. He might be trying to sell that. We'll see. But again, a lot of money is going to be flowing into this, and I think with these supercomputers and all these computers running these companies with the mindset of protecting humans, not hurting human beings, it's going to direct them to pull the Band-Aid off right now. And that's what it's doing. It's saying, listen, I've crunched all these goddamn numbers you trained me to crunch. You need to move around now. And that's what's going on. So I know this is probably going to, it might turn into a long video. Sometimes people are in this. I am. I like to listen to people talk about what I like and what we're into, at the same time. So these ETFs are coming on. Big money is going to be flowing through. Big whales are going to be selling off. We gotta sustain the whale sell off because people's been holding on forever. You got people with 0.50 cent coins that's waiting to get up off this thing and go live life. And God bless them, But yeah, you're here, and you're seeking validation for something that can't be validated. Nobody wants to, and I can't either. All I know is I'm about 65% sure, almost 70. So basically, bunch of interviews, bunch of people saying about the infrastructure that's going to have everybody going onto the chain, all the beautiful things, all the money it's going to save, all the energy it's going to save. The biggest competition now is between, Bitcoin and all these other L2s and all these other systems getting on to become in betweens. And that's fine. We're going to need them, right? We're going to need all these. We're going to need the competition. There is 1 trillion transactions a day. More than that, a day across the world. Y'all can have it. The more the merrier. Go ahead. Just make sure y'all eat up this XRP. You feel me? But with that being said, I saw this guy today, and I don't know him. I do not know this gentleman, but take a listen to what he was saying real quick about the Elon Musk, and then we'll cut it off from there.
about that. But he says X payments are next. How exciting. And will he wait for the Clarity Act to pass, or will he just announce it? So exciting. And you know what, as far as X payments, there's been zero doubt in my mind that Elon Musk owns XRP, because again, PayPal used to be known as X.com. And also, he did a cryptic tweet this morning. He just said,
Now, see, that's what I was talking about right there. That is what I was talking about right there. Like, you see, uh, you know, the kind of craziness. It's not crazy though. Let me not be disrespectful. Let me not be disrespectful. It's not crazy, right? It's just like wow. And then you go look for it and you can't find it. Maybe you're not looking in the right circles or whatever it might be. But he's a well trusted guy. I follow him. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm new to the circle, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers. But he's very convincing. He's a very convincing guy, and he got me. I look at his videos all the time. He's into a bunch of stuff, and he's got sponsorships, and this XRP community, they support each other. So I wanted to jump in and drink some of the Kool-Aid and be like, guys, I'm on it too. Listen, I want to update. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about my dreams and things that I want to do, and how much do you hold, and how much is it going to take, how much is it going to go to. I think realistically, once everything is done, I think it's going to be at least $10. At least $10 for like a month. And then it's going to just go because more companies are going to come in and buy, and then it's going to start circulating. These banks are going to start forcing you to get on the chain without you even knowing. Without you even knowing, they're just going to be taking your money, turning it into XRP or whatever coin they have. And when they do that, it's easy to transfer to whoever really quick right away, and it's just going to save money. You're going to have 24-hour banking. You're going to have holiday banking because you're going to have tellers. You're just going to walk into a bank just for shits and giggles. You know, you're gonna be able to get lower, food prices, and because there's no paper, there's no more paper behind it. Walmart China has an exclusive deal with XRP, and they save billions of dollars, millions of dollars, and they got an ETF coming out with the Chinese bank. But that's some deep dark web Reddit shit that I had read. But anyway, guys, so there's hope, and I want you to dream. I want you to think about, all those, things you can do for your family, and the relaxation and the trips you could take, and then the investment, and finally saying, man, I was ahead of the curve. Now, the biggest deal that's going on right now, that's the struggle that nobody's talking about, right? Um, Nobody's talking about the struggle that is about to take place within the community of what the price point is, who have what, and who's gonna hold. Right? They're begging people to hold, but money fucks with people. Excuse my language. Money is a greed thing, and people are gonna do what they want to do. And that's the unfortunate part. But again, it might be an avalanche to where we don't even care. To go ahead. I would love to hold for at least a year, year and a half, 3. I don't think it's gonna be a 5-year scale because it's just gonna be it's gonna America's moving there again. I keep saying this, but I really do think America's moving their debt over to these bitcoins, and I really do think that's the play. And it's like, well, even if they do that, Marcus, just they can. They're gonna spread it out. They're gonna spread it out. All the money they're gonna be saving just off of paper transactions goes right back into the economy, or whatever. So again, this one guy's dream, But yeah, so let's get back to this guy, and I was just like, what?
said one word. Can you say Frodo? And if you put that in gematria, it translates to none other than XRP.
Right? The one of the richest men in the world is crypto tweeting and all this other stuff about something you're invested in. Don't you want it? Doesn't it make you just want to just go just buy a home and just go live lavishly right now because Elon fucking Musk said, "Oh my God," And y'all want to believe it, so let's keep going. And I'm not.
And you guys remember that?
I'm not picking on this guy at all. I love his videos. I don't know him. There's his handle right there. If you guys, but I don't, I just, these are type of things that keep you up at night and keep you dreaming, man. I promise you it does.
That tweet he did many years ago of the golden ring from the Lord of the Rings, and it says there's one coin to rule them all. And if you look in the background and figure it out, XRP's at number 1 on that. So yeah, 7 days, by the way, talk about excitement. Next Saturday is November 22nd, that ISO 200.
Mm-hmm. So ISO 22. Let me let him finish that.
22 date that all 11,000 banks, SWIFT, and now everybody has to be on board that new messaging system. 7 days. What?
So that new messaging system will be the kicker and the starter, right? And everything's falling in a row. Like the economy's down. People are pulling their money away from Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's down to 92. I gotta mention it because everybody else does. And then I'm gonna finish up this video because I know what you're doing. You're up late. You're looking for every little piece of information. Let me take this guy down before they think this is his fucking video. And again, keep banging, keep holding. Tell a friend, tell somebody. I'm a black man, and I'm definitely trying to tell everybody as best I can without freaking them out and being like, "Oh, you're crazy." Especially in this turbulent times, and this could be our reparations, guys. Hey, you throw in $10, and in 10 years, there's your reparation. Sorta, kinda. Let's say if it gets up to the 100,000, let's say that they buy them back, maybe they're worth, this is literally gold because this is going to be the and I hate to say what they say, the rail system, right? It's going to be the rail system that the new economy rides, and this is how they're going to save money, and then this is what's going to bring the world together, right? Because there's no more dispute over, expensive exchange fees, and then you can communicate financially to me like that, and the fact that we already have China partnership is crazy too already. So I think that's what, and I'm gonna go crazy right now because look, what this is gonna be a long video, but that whole let's meet China and all this other stuff, I really think that was about, listen, we're in debt. Y'all don't have y'all in debt. We can't pay y'all. Y'all keep giving us all this stuff. It's just fat. This ain't even muscle we working on. We working on borrowed money, and we can't keep doing this. So, the Chinese president's like, yeah, you're right. President Trump's like, yeah, you're right. This is what we're going to do, right? This Bitcoin shit is coming down the pike, right? So let's just fake invest, throw all the liquidity over there, make millionaires out of whoever. We don't give a fuck, right? We're going to make millionaires out of a bunch of goddamn people. We don't care. But that way, we got people paying to pay off our debt little by little as it gets expensive, right? You're going to have corporations throwing millions of dollars because people are going to try to, people still going to put their money in their savings in their bank. They're just going to turn those savings into fucking tokens and coins and pawn it off for liquidity. You feel me? You see how that works? Like, it's like, okay, it's like a little reset on top of saving trillions of dollars on fees and gas. Like, all that's going to be pumped right back in the economy. Like, the AI has already cut the fat in half. It's like, I'm here. I told y'all I was coming. Y'all knew I was coming. Y'all know I was going to make this shit as efficient as possible. And y'all finna have to give up some of this bread. Y'all gonna have to pay to get back on this thing, right? You're gonna have to pay to get back at the top. It's, I know it's far-fetched, but that's how I'm making sense of it. It's like, man, and that's why it's like, imagine those people who have like millions of coin, like millions, bags, millions. So I'll probably make another video if this video hits you and you know you're liking it. Oh, let me go back to old buddy real quick. Hold on, we're not going yet. We're not going yet. I could probably just make 2 videos of this. Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm gonna leave our buddy alone. But anyway, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you are. XRP Army in the building. You know, give me a thumbs up. You know, and give me your reasons why you're not fucking with it. Give me your reasons why XRP is going to fail. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear a great reason why you think XRP is going to fail. Because I got so many reasons why they're not, and I would love a new one why they would. You know, stiff competition. They won't need you. Yada yada. They will. We're the only one. I don't want to start answering this question. Anyway, next vid. I'll holla.